Hey Sarah, I've been wondering, how do you respond when you're talking to a client and they've done a lot of research and maybe the information they've discovered is misinformation or incorrect or even sometimes misguided?
Well, the place where I start with is trying to be curious and ask them about, where's their question coming from? I kind of want to know, have they been talking to people? Is it just online reading? Is it some other aspect? And then I also want to ask, what are your expectations?
Oh, that's good.
So where do you start?
I always try to shine the light on what's right. So I want to applaud that they're curious about learning more of their pet's needs. And so I want to connect with them about that, and then, as you did, find out what they did discover and steer it in the direction where it's more factual.
Okay, and what if they just continue to kind of bring forward some information that's not correct?
Yeah, that can be tricky. Again, usually applaud what they're doing and empathize how hard it is to find really credible information. It's a jungle out there. So then I will commiserate in a sense and say it's very hard to find credible information. And then I can slip in some good resources that we've discovered. I can assure them that we can help them because we do this a lot, curating great resources that are credible and reliable.
Yeah.
How about you? What ads do you have?
Well, that's important to us too, making sure that we have looked at the resources we really feel confident about, that those resources, if they're a blog or an article, they've really framed things the way that we want it to be for the client too.
Yeah.
And so our angle is, right, don't just take our word for it. We've got these other resources that you can look at, and we hope that they will not so much counterbalance what the client has read, but really elevate the client's knowledge in a way that helps them feel like, oh, okay, our veterinary healthcare team gave us this information, and we can use this to really improve the nutrition or the diet management for our pet.
I think it's also important to stress the importance of individualizing the plan for their pet. So whatever they're curious about or their goals, as you've checked in with their expectations, it's then aligning it, is that a real concern in their pet? So focusing down on how does that apply to the pet at hand.
And the other thing that we do is we try to emphasize for the client that animals change, seasons change, things change over time. So where they're at right now with the animal could very well be different. And so the idea of framing things for them in, I like to frame it in 3 or 4 month time periods throughout the year, so that we can have some reevaluation. Somebody can check in with them, or they can check in with us. This is what we're doing now, or we've changed to something else, and then we can do another nutritional assessment.
That's a great idea, because you've now told them that you're a nutrition ready practice. You're an askable practice, so that they will have that expectation. Their pet's needs will change over time, and you're the go-to resource for that advice.
I think I love that. That's the most important thing, right? We want to we know that not everybody in the team can really be singing out of the songbook of nutrition, but if we have a critical mass and we have people who can be the go-to people, that's what we want to try to emphasize. And when the clients know and understand that, it's easier for them to send a quick text or to look at something on our website, because we've got the resources right there through our social media.
Yeah. Thanks. Those are great ideas.
Yeah.